Good morning and welcome to the area Securities Markets Update. Beginning with the Asian session today, there were a collection of economic releases from New Zealand and China, which had a notable impact on the market and most importantly on the Asian currencies, especially the Aussie and the Kiwi. In New Zealand, inflation figures unexpectedly stabilized at 0.3% in Q2, while it had been anticipated to rise further towards 0.4%. And as a result, the Kiwi sold off across the board, declining more than 0.70% against each major currency, while the Kiwi dollar slipped back to as low as 0.8695. In China, more and more positive figures continue to come in with more and more evidences, which shows also that the slowing down could be over. First of all, the Q2 GDP came in better than expected, growing by 7.5% in Q2, while it had been anticipated to show a growth rate of 7.4%, which is the same growth rate of the fourth quarter of last year. The industrial production also increased more than expected, rising by 9.2% in June comparing to 8.8% in May, while it had been anticipated also to rise by 9% only, and this is the highest reading since January. Furthermore, retail sales increased slightly less than expected, rising by 12.4% in June, while it had been anticipated also to increase by 12.5%. As for the European session ahead today, there are also a collection of economic releases from Italy, Eurozone and the UK, which might have a notable impact on the market. Beginning with Italy, trade balance surplus may narrow slightly to 3.23 billion euros in May, down from 3.51 billion in April, which would be the second monthly decline in a row. In the UK, which will be the key for this session as the jobs report will be released, the claimant count change may decline by 27.1 thousand in June comparing 27.4 thousand in April, while the unemployment rate may decline slightly to 6.5% in May comparing to 6.6% in April. Finally, in the Eurozone, trade balance surplus also may rise towards 16.3 billion euros in May, up from 15.8 billion euros in April, which would be the highest surplus since May of last year. As for the U.S. session today, we will be watching another collection of economic releases from Canada and the U.S. in addition to Janet Yellen testimony. In Canada, manufacturing sales may rise by 1.3% in May comparing to a decline of 0.1%, but most importantly, the Bank of Canada is likely to keep the current policy unchanged. In the U.S., PPI may rise by 0.2% in June after a decline of the same rate of minus 0.2% in May. Industrial production also in the U.S. may rise by 0.4% in June, comparing to 0.6%, and the slowing down is likely to continue again. Capacity utilization rate may rise to 79.4% in June, up from 79.1% in May. And finally, Janet Yellen testimony will be held today at 18 GMT time for the second day. Have a good day, and thank you for watching. You can follow us on our social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube to get the latest economic releases, reports, and analysis. I'll see you once again tomorrow. Thank you for watching.